If they hurt you, do this, and you'll never be in pain again. If you take this approach, you'll be the victor. If you want to not be in pain when things happen, if someone hurts you or you get upset or offended, the best thing that you can do is to have forgiveness, not just for the other person, but primarily for yourself. Having forgiveness for yourself for catching an attitude, getting angry, or getting upset. It takes the other person out of the picture, and it puts the focus back on yourself. So you're programming yourself to work on you until you get a better attitude, until you can deal with things differently. If a situation causes you to be hurt, it's how you're looking at it. You can forgive yourself for letting things hurt you. So if something you feel disappointed about that is causing you some type of pain, how are you going over it in your mind? What are you telling yourself over and over again about this situation? This is why people will end up depressed over something that seems life-changing or altering. A breakup, loss of a relative, loss of an opportunity, loss in life in general. And there are ways and waves of grief. People do deal with grief. But there are people who are overtaken by it and people who deal with it. And the difference is in how a person looks at a situation. And you could look at any situation in a way in life to where you're able to deal with it, even if it's hard, even if it's not easy, even if it's a part of life. You don't have to be taken over by it. You don't have to be destroyed by it. You can deal with it in such a way to where it's easier for you to be able to still maintain a level and presence of healing or health or happiness or love for yourself or others. All right. So what you need to do if you feel hurt over a situation is forgive you. I forgive myself for allowing this to cause me hurt. I forgive myself for allowing this to be something that could hurt me. You're looking at it as something that can't hurt you now. You're changing your outlook on what this thing, person, situation was that was able to make you feel a certain way. You aren't the type of person who's moved by things. You're the type of person who moves things. And you have to keep affirming that and programming yourself until you become that person. See yourself as the one you wish to be, regardless of who you are, how you are. See someone congratulating you for making a positive change in your life. And don't stop going over that image of someone congratulating you for this positive change until it officially takes place. And also you can see yourself as someone who does not do whatever it is you wish you wouldn't do. You have to take the time to do it though. There's a way that you behave that you don't like. You can see yourself as the person who doesn't behave that way anymore. That way, you'll start to see yourself the way God sees you, in a more positive light. You'll be turning your mind around, which will turn your life around. You'll be transferring your energy to a more positive state, out of the darkness and into the light. So if you don't want to be a victim of circumstance, start forgiving yourself if something causes you some type of hurt or pain or unhappiness or anger or change in feeling, mood, or attitude. Forgive yourself. You know what? They got me. I forgive myself for allowing myself to be God or to feel this way when I don't have to feel this way. I can feel however I want to. You are a computer. Your mind is a computer. It has to be programmed. It has to be re-engineered. You have to delete old programs and data that does not serve you anymore. You are constantly downloading, whether it be a download from the universe, but you're constantly downloading from your own universe, your thoughts, your thinking, how you think and feel about who you are as a person and your ability to do things and make things happen in life. You don't want to feel like a victim. This happened to me, that happened to me. You don't want to be a victim. You want to be a victor. You want to be victorious. Things that weren't wrong, things that weren't right and were wrong, get over it because you can. Look towards a more positive direction. Look where good things are happening and where good things are coming from. Keep your mind on better, more positive things. And forgive yourself for feeling hurt. Forgive yourself for being hurt. Forgive yourself for letting something hurt you. All right, forgive yourself for letting that stuff hurt you. It's not that powerful. You just perceived it as such. You saw it as such. It was a change. It was something different. It was something new. It was something being removed. There was some fear. There was some worry. There was some doubt. You're not actually, you don't have to feel hurt over a situation. I don't have to feel hurt. No, you don't. You don't have to be sad. You don't have to feel hurt. You don't have to feel any kind of way you don't want to feel. I was working on my feeling nature earlier today. There was something that I was thinking of, and I was thinking about why I'm not having or experiencing life the way I would like to. And I was like, you know what? I could change the way I feel about this area of my life, and bada boom, bada bing. It's gonna clear that blockage out. There are blocks blocking you from what you want. You could be blocking your own blessing by the way you feel about it. If you feel you deserve it, if you feel it's possible for you. So if you feel you deserve to be hurt, walking around singing sad songs, focusing on the blues, all these things. Woe is me type mentality. That's what you're gonna get. That's where you're gonna stay, and that's the frequency and vibration you're gonna operate off of. And you're not gonna be victorious that way. You're gonna be a victim that way. So if you want to avoid the pain, not saying pain is avoidable, but if you want to avoid the pain, once you deal with it, you don't just have to stay in pain. If you want to heal and be healed, don't focus on the hurt. Don't focus on what's hurting you. That's the whole entire thing. That's what's making people depressed. They're focusing on what's hurting them. Their focus is on what's causing them to be depressed. You don't want to be depressed. Well, stop thinking depressive thoughts. You don't want to be hurt. Stop thinking hurt thoughts. They did this to me. They did that to me. You're doing it to yourself with your own thinking. And on top of that, you're doing it over and over and over and over again. In here, that person might be on the beach somewhere, enjoying themselves, living their best life. You're still looking at them as the person who caused you some hurt or caused you some pain, and you're replaying it over and over and over and over and over, re-traumatizing yourself, re-damaging your brain, raising your all types of stress levels and everything, just making yourself a toxic, a breeding ground for toxic energy, for it to grow and for more to come in. And if you want to stop that and block that, you have to have faith and love as a shield. And if you want faith and love to be your shield, you're going to have to focus on you and forgive yourself. Put your focus back on you. Can't change or stop people from being hurtful or mean. Can't do that. But you can change how you feel about what they do and make it less of a problem for you. So take this approach. This is the approach you take. I forgive myself for feeling this way. I forgive myself for thinking this way. We care about what others think. We care about what others' opinions are, and they change or control how we feel about certain situations in life. The way someone thinks or feels about your life has absolutely zero, zilch, zap, nothing to do with you. It's none of your business. All right, it's none of your business. So if someone says something and it causes you to feel some type of way about it, forgive yourself. Know that you're going to work on it. Know that you're going to be all right in this area. And if anything happens to where a person does something that's hurtful, or if you feel hurt about something that has happened, or if you're dealing with some type of pain or hurt in general, you can change the way you feel about it by changing the way you think about it. And how you change the way you think about it is by looking at it in a way to where you don't see it from a negative point of view. And how you not see things from a negative point of view is by accepting how you feel about a certain area or something, and then reaffirming, reprogramming yourself for something better, to think something different, to feel something different, to have a different outlook on life in general, or whatever it is you were dealing with. So be victorious instead of being a victim, and remain strong. All right, always keep working on your mind. Always keep reprogramming your mind, thinking new thoughts. And I will see you in the next video. All right? Stay powerful. Peace.